he would win the match. Would, must means what? Modal auxiliary verbs are there. Along with the modal auxiliaries, we have to remove that to. Is this clear? So, infinitive, it's very easy. Easy to identify infinitive from the sentence, because infinitives are always, most of the time, they are used with this preposition to. Which preposition is used for formation of infinitive? That is to. Whenever you find to before that verb, it is infinitive only. Clear? So, next non-finite verb, that is gerund. We will discuss about gerund. They are always with ing. Gerunds, how gerunds are formed? Gerunds are formed if we add ing to the verb. Then why they are formed? Because when we add ing to the verb, it becomes noun. Gerunds always play role of a noun in a sentences. Friends, listen it carefully. Gerunds always play role of noun in sentences most of the time. Isn't it? How they are formed? They are formed with ing. For example, writing, reading, listening, running, getting. There are many examples. Isn't it? So, let's discuss their usage also. How gerunds are used as a subject, how gerunds are used as an object. Let's discuss them. First use of gerund is what? As a subject. Gerunds are used as a subject in a sentences. For example, reading improves knowledge. What I am telling? Reading improves knowledge. Reading, it is playing a role of subject. One more example I will give you. Swimming is good for health. Swimming is good for health. Another example I will give you. Watching drama is interesting. Watching, swimming, reading, these are gerund forms. How I have formed? Read, swim, watch. I have added ing suffix to them. Read becomes reading, swim becomes swimming, watch becomes watching, and they are playing a role of noun. Gerunds play a role of noun in a sentence. First use of gerund is what? They are used as a subject in a sentence. Clear? Now, let's discuss second use of gerund. They are used as an object. She loves singing. In this sentence, singing is used as an object. Another example. We have stopped roaming. As I have written on the board, we have stopped roaming. Roaming is used as an object in a sentence. Is this clear? Okay. Then sometimes it is used as a noun complement to the verb. but which verb? That is very important. Third use of gerund. Third use of gerund as a noun, as a noun complement to the verb, and the verb is written, that is be. To be forms, am, is, are, was, were, will be. Along with that, it is used as a noun complement. For example, my hobby is reading, isn't it? Here is, this is to be forms I have used. My hobby is reading. It is not working properly. Is working. It is noun complement to this verb, and verb is. Is this clear? So within some time we have discussed about finite verbs, non-finite verbs, infinitive, use of infinitives as a subject, as an object, as a complement, and here gerund as a subject, as an object, and as a complement to the verb, but which verb? Only be. Clear? Let's discuss about participles also. It's very easy, friends. Participle forms. First one, that is present, and second one, that is past. Present participles and past participles. Present participles are with ing forms. Again ing forms, don't be confused. Let me explain. Participles, present participles are with ing forms. Past participles, third form of verb. Listen it carefully. Past participles means what? Third form of verb. We have already discussed about first form, second form, and third form of verb. So those third form of verbs are called past participles. For example, this first form, second form, third form. Want, wanted, wanted. Wanted is past participle. Another example I will give you. Come, came, come. Third form. That is called past participle. Come. Sing, sang, sung. Sung. Sung is called past participle. That is third form. It's very easy to identify past participle form. But present participle, we are going to discuss about present participle forms. So these present participle forms are with ing. They are used in present continuous tense, past continuous tense, future continuous tense, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, or else future perfect continuous tense. And those examples are very easy. One sentence we can form in these 6 continuous tenses. For example, I am explaining finite and non-finite verbs. Explaining. You are watching video. You were watching video yesterday. They have been uploading videos every day. I had been uploading videos for few days. These are the examples. They are used in continuous tenses. That is very easy. But present participles are used as an adjectives also. What I am telling, present participles are used as an adjectives also in sentences. For example, rushing. It is playing role of an adjective. Rush, I have added ing suffix. It becomes rushing participle, present participle. The rushing boy knocked down the apple cart. The rushing boy. Which boy? The racing boy. Is this clear? One more example I will give you. Means exact difference between gerund and present participles. Gerunds are always used as a noun and present participles are used as an adjectives in sentences. Let me explain through some examples. For example, he taught them dancing. He taught them dancing. Another example I will give you. The dancing peacocks are beautiful. Here it is playing a role of gerund as a noun, and here dancing peacocks. Which peacocks? Dancing peacocks. It is playing a role of an adjective. So how to identify that exactly? Is it present participle or else it is a gerund form? So as I told you, gerund forms are used as a noun and present participles are used as an adjective. So most of the time they are before noun. Present participles are used before noun for describing that noun. Dancing peacocks. Is it simple? It's very simple, friends. And one more trick is there to identify present participles which play role of an adjective. That is, ask WH question with which. कौन से, in Hindi it is called कौन से, isn't it? Dancing peacocks. Some more examples I will give you. Here it is noun, writing is fun, and another example of present participle which is used as an adjective is what? Bring your writing material. As I told you, present participles are describing words. They describe noun, material, writing material. Which material? Writing material, isn't it? So it's very simple. Exact difference between gerund and present participles. Gerund plays role of noun and present participle plays role of an adjective in a sentences. So this was all about infinitives, gerund forms and participle forms. Gerund, infinitive and participles are called non-finite verbs because they don't change their forms, and finite verbs they change their forms according to the subject or else according to the tense. So your homework is will be sent on WhatsApp group in PDF format. You have to complete that homework assignment of that today's uploaded video. It is dependent on that, means what? Gerund, infinitive and participles. So complete that homework and upload it in a group, WhatsApp group. Let me check, let me go. Due to my health issue, I could not upload some videos, but today onwards I will upload the videos. I am by the grace of God, I am all like quite okay, not that much. I have been suffering with the typhoid, that's why somehow I feel that tiredness, but don't worry, every day I am going to upload the videos. Ask your doubts, please. I request all, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.